what's up everybody? Wednesday, November 6th. What's going on? What's going on? It is Wednesday, so of course we had the weekly petroleum status report that came out. The EIA, Energy Information Administration, releases that every Wednesday, and I do a very deep analysis of that for my subscribers, and I send it out. I send it out immediately, my impressions immediately when those numbers are released. Now, I've spoken about that report many times in the past. And basically the zombies, what they do is they look at whatever the change in crude inventories and they trade off of that. Maybe some of the smarter zombies look at something like gasoline inventories. So they're looking at 2 data points. That release has, enormous amounts of data there, and you have to know how to synthesize all of it. You have inventories, you have demand, you have production, you have imports, you have exports, and it's all broken down into the various crude and products. So, there's a tremendous amount of information on that report. And if you know how to read it, if you know how to look at it, you can make money off of it. For example, when I sent out my recommendation today, which was a bearish report. I don't think there was any other way to construe it, mainly because big drop. It wasn't just about the crude inventories going up. By the way, they've been up for 7 of the last 8 weeks, but also big drop in gasoline demand and huge drop in exports. Now, exports have become a really important factor in the price structure of U.S. crude. And exports, basically went from 0 a few years ago when they were prohibited to now trending over 3 million barrels a day. But we saw a big drop in the most recent week. So I sent out a recommendation to sell. I had one subscriber, like 20 minutes later, sends me an email saying, "Mike, thanks so much. I just made $7,000 in 20 minutes. So, pretty nice, right? So that comes along with my service, MMT Trader. I also send out my recommendation to zombie trading subscribers because, oh yeah, you can trade Forex based on oil. I gotta say, just as a segue here, one of the great things about Forex and Forex trading is that you can use the foreign exchange market as a proxy for just about any sort of, macro or market move or outlook. So oil, for example, you could trade the Canadian dollar. That is very sensitive to oil price movements. You could trade the Norwegian crown for natural gas, for example. So Forex is really useful, and that's, I'm a long-time futures trader. I think I mentioned here many times that I was a member of 4 different exchanges: the New York Mercantile Exchange, the CME in Chicago, the COMEX in New York, and the New York Futures Exchange. But now I pretty much, as a trading vehicle, and I'm not talking about stock investing, that's something I do separately, but as a trading vehicle, I use Forex almost exclusively. And by the way, I have my courses on my website, pitbulleconomics.com. There's a 25-hour Forex video course broken up into 5 days. This was a live course that was recorded. Excuse me. The original fee, the original cost of the live course was $3,000. You can get the whole entire course on video for $250. And by the way, in my 3-course bundle, which is the Forex course, Understanding the Daily Treasury Statement, and MMT Value Stock Selection, that's $295 for all 3 of those courses bundled. So it's a tremendous value. Anyway, getting back to today's market action. Again, another stall in the stock rally. This is totally normal, totally anticipated if you understand the things that I've been talking about, mainly with respect to reserve flows. Okay, now I spoke today about how long, not on this video. If you want to find out, you got to go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. But I spoke today about what you should expect as the duration of this market stall and probably a pullback. Totally normal, totally anticipated by us. But what will be the duration of it, the magnitude of it? You know, a lot of you out there, you want to know exactly, right, when to buy and when to sell. Now, I've spoken a lot about this, about how this quest for perfection and exactness is a destroyer of results, simply because it paralyzes you. It causes you not to take action because you're waiting for these perfect moments when it is really impossible to isolate perfect moments every single time. The best thing is to take action and to know how to manage whatever it is that you're doing. That liberates you, it takes the stress away, and it creates the success that you're looking for, because action brings results. But anyway, for those of you who like the precision, you have to know about conditions, because conditions will help you determine in a more precise fashion, let's say, for example, what I'm talking about right now, the duration of this market stall, the magnitude, potential magnitude of this market stall. There are factors that cause the market to go down a certain amount, or there are factors that cause the market to go up a certain amount. And by the same token, those factors also determine the length or the duration of time which the market will be going down, or the time that the market will be going up. If you know that stuff, and I've said it a million times, that's like having inside information, but it's totally legal. But you have to understand it. You have to have that knowledge. Knowledge is key, and behavior is key. That's why I get a kick out of people who say, Mike, I really like your service, but it's not something I can use. That is actually the same thing as saying, Mike, I do not want knowledge. I do not want information. I mean, it would be refreshing, I would have to say, for some of those folks to just come out and say, you know, I want to be uninformed when I do things. I want to be blind about my investing activities and my trading activities. I just want to do things randomly, because that's essentially what you're saying. When you're saying, I can't use this, what is this? This is information. This is knowledge. So just take out I can't use this and put in I can't use information. I can't use understanding. I can't use knowledge. I can't use proper behavior. I just want to be all over the place. I want to guess. I want to gamble. I want to go into it blind. I mean, that's what you're saying. So basically you're saying, I'm going to save $250 a month, and rather I'm just going to go recklessly do things because that's going to bring me what I want. Because I can't use information, I can't use knowledge, I can't use understanding, I can't use proper behavior. It's exactly what you're saying, but you don't realize it. But look, it's a free country. Everybody can decide on what they want to do. So, folks, yeah, that's where we are right now. Now, in the bigger picture, all corrections are just exactly that. They're corrections within a macro environment right now that is extremely bullish. And it's going to remain extremely bullish basically for a long time, for reasons I may have gone into here. Well, I did go into here a lot of times, but I talk about this stuff every day. All right, everybody, pitbulleconomics.com. Get some information, get some knowledge, understand or train to start behaving in the proper fashion. You'll see the results. Believe me, you'll see the results. It's life-changing. It's life-changing. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.